Hello, this is Iron Bill, back again with another video. I tried to film this a few minutes ago, changing out my speaker system, and I had some asynchronous activity. Video was not syncing with the sound, so I'm going to give this another shot. This is a little bit of Iron Banner play that I recorded yesterday. Got busy and didn't have time to make a video out of it, which you wouldn't think a retired guy would get that busy, but I do. I also made a mistake, and I played 3 matches. I was going for my Pinnacles because it's a great opportunity to boost my level this week. I'm currently at 1573 base, I believe. And I just needed a couple of different slots for 1575, and I'd be 1574. And so I played my 3 matches, and I don't have a Pinnacle. And then I looked, I was playing Void, and I didn't read the fine print this time around. I think it's the first time they've done it this way. I had to play Arc or Stasis subclass. So those 3 matches counted for nothing. And that may be nothing to you, but to me it's a big deal because I really don't like PvP. I just don't. I never have. I don't think I ever will. But sometimes it's aggravating and sometimes it's not. And that's really just kind of where I deal with it. So take that for what it's worth. Anyway, I always struggle with my setup because I'm not going to spec out for PvP because I'm not going to spend really any more time in it than I have to. It's just not it's why would I choose that as entertainment if I don't enjoy it, right? As a result, I rely heavily on gunplay, and this is unfortunately a mode that is more about ability spam than it is about gunplay. And there are a lot of matches where I took it on the chin by people who were just straight ability spamming, in particular Titans who like to slide, you know, and blast you with the abilities. And you know, it is what it is. And usually, by the end of the season, people have gotten so good at doing that gunplay becomes more and more rare. And last season was a real good example of that. So I don't know where things will go. But for now, it wasn't so bad that I just threw my hands up and gave up or anything like that. But it was definitely a thing. So anyway, I was playing around with weapons, and I wound up deciding that since most of the combat under this mode is close quarters combat, CQC, I decided to go with a Peacebond and Cantata. Now, my Cantata actually, and it's ironic that I should get this. This is the God roll. Eye of the Storm opening shot, rangefinder, or not rangefinder, I'm sorry, range masterwork. I mean, this is the one. I mean, this is the one you want. If you're going to get a Cantata, this is what you want. Range is exceptional. Stability doesn't matter that much because I'm on mouse and keyboard. The aim assist isn't as good on mouse and keyboard, but yeah, if this were a controller, it'd be pretty sticky. That being said, yeah, I'm running, I think, it doesn't matter what my heavy is, Storm Chaser or something, I think. It's the Ray or Dungeon Linear Fusion, and I don't pick up any heavy, so that doesn't matter. Anyway, you can see I'm running Wormhusk, 100 Resilience, and the rest of my stats are pretty evenly distributed. Again, I'm not building into anything in particular. I'm just going to make myself just as tanky as I can, use my Wormhusk to get out of trouble. I'm not using healing nades because I do kind of like to use an offensive grenade. And yeah, with that, let's just play this and see where it goes. So I'm going to scrub on up to where the gameplay actually starts. Oh, and I want to point out too that skill-based matchmaking I don't think has any part of Iron Banner, and you can usually tell by who the higher player is in your lobby. I'm about a 1 point KD person, plus or minus. Let's see who the top person on my side is. Let's have a look. This is Vostok, long range map. Wrong thing for a sidearm and cannon, but I'm going to play inside, so that's going to take care of that. I'm just going to avoid the long open lanes on the outside as much as I can. And here we go, a 3.95. So, what this causes is it causes your lobbies, unfortunately, to be run roughshod by just a few people, and everyone else is just getting either scraps or stomped. For a person to run a 30-40 bomb, you know, somebody else was getting nothing. And I did have a match earlier where I got nothing. I mean, I got blanked, which is unusual, but that's just how unbalanced the lobby was. It was just bad news. Okay, I see this guy, and I mostly bodied him. And see, right there, that Titan came from nowhere. That was his ability that got him there so fast, because he was not there a moment before that. And that was just something that I was going to have to accept was going to happen. That's Peacebond. It actually does all right. So I've got a streak of 1 in a row going on. But spoiler alert, I did manage to get a couple of 5 streaks in this match. I had discovered while playing this with well, earlier, that you absolutely had to run with at least one other person. You could not run alone because everyone's running with people due to the nature of the mode. And you're either defending someone who has on a streak, like the fellow right in front of me, which gives us more points, or, you know, you're being protected. And you want to gang up and shoot on people who have their 5 streak going too. So that's a pretty good sequence for me there. Actually, I'm helping to defend. I've got a 4 going right now. I need 1 more. I don't know if I can get it or not at this particular time. Got to watch that grenade. Don't want to push in there just yet. And I think, yeah, I just got my 5 and lost it immediately. Yeah, something like that. Something I can do to improve my game. I tend to play timid and hold back. I'm never going to get better at CQC if I don't get in there and mix it up and learn some muscle memory and some reactions. You know, shotgun melee, for instance. I tend to shotgun, hit the person, and then just stand there to watch to see if they die or not, which you should just immediately follow up with a melee. Just simple things like that. So,
the flames have gone cold.
All right. We're going to see how this goes. I realize I jumped into probably a bad situation there and got immediately out. I throw my super. Now I want you to watch where this Titan comes from, because I'm still not sure quite where he comes from. He's on my radar behind me. I kill that guy, and then all of a sudden there's another person there. So, yeah. Alright, now notice that on the other side people are beginning to quit out. This is a problem across all of PvP right now. Because... yeah, high-end players are complaining about people quitting in every lobbies, but it's not just there. It's not just the high-end players that are seeing it, because I see it too. And I get that people, if they're not having fun, they leave. And I've often felt like leaving matches, but I don't. No matter how bad they're going, it's a very rare thing if I ever quit a match. I just don't. Alright, so there's a Laning Larry right there. Alright, so if I stay here, I'm going to get pecked. I know it. So I'm going to get out of there, get back towards the center, and start working the hallway again, and let people come in. And they will. I've got people all around on the left side there. They're spawning on the other side of us here. My team's over to the right-hand side. Okay, we get a team shot there. That finishes off the bounty that I was working on, by the way. One of the reasons why I grabbed the Cantata. And here we go. Our team's cleared him up. The red border around him always throws me, and I just put a shot at him because I'm just a little bit worried. And then I step into the stasis grenade that they tossed at the surging player. Just that was just me not paying attention. You know, I should have been more aware. I should also slide in and out of those zones. I shouldn't just walk right into them the way I do. Alright, so we're getting down to it. 20 points away. The gap is opening, mainly due to the fact that they had players quit. It was a kind of a competitive match, and then it suddenly wasn't. And there's my friend the Titan. You see how much ground they can cover, you know, modded out the way he is. I mean, it's a big deal. And I may set one up like that and try it out when I have to play my Titan to try to actually level it up. Now, one complaint I do have, okay, and this I feel is legit. I mean, everything else you can attribute to bad play or just my lack of commitment to the mode. And, you know, I should take what I get with that. But I got 5 pinnacles yesterday. 5. And every one of them were arms. Every one of them. Now, I'm not going to lie. It's a very frustrating thing when you're trying to level a character. And it's one of the reasons, main reasons I'm playing this at all. I don't enjoy this gameplay. I'm doing it for the pinnacles. and they all landed on the same slot. That is just messed up. All right, I don't know why I don't just shoot the guy in the air. I committed to the guy on the left and really messed up there. Anyway, Bungie, that shouldn't be a thing. It shouldn't be a thing at all. I should not get 5 straight pinnacles in the same spot. Okay, the plus 2s are key to leveling at this stage of the game, and yeah, I was kind of upset about that. I'm not going to lie. It makes me not want. I mean, why would I go in here knowing I'm just going to get another set of arms? You know, well, why would I do that? So I get my 2 pinnacles here. I then go into control and get arms, and then I did. I want to say I did a nightfall and got arms. I mean, it was just over and over, and I got arms again this morning. You know, when I did. I did another pinnacle and got a plus 2 arms. I mean, I was just like, this is just wasting my time. So I know we all go through this, and people laugh and say RNG is awful and all that stuff, and yeah, it is. You know, the question is, and this is what Bungie should ask themselves. Okay, you can laugh that off and say that's funny. Everyone goes through that. Great, but is everyone having fun going through it? Because I promise you, this guy is not. So. You know, maybe, yeah, I should play for fun or whatever, but if I'm going to play for fun, then why would I play this mode that I don't like? You know, they're enticing me into this mode with a pinnacle that does me no good. I'm not wasting my time with this, okay? That's just the reality of it. And I know I can't be the only person that thinks that way. So if the goal of putting pinnacles in all activities is to get people to play all modes, then it had better be rewarding. And you cannot be rewarded in a system that will pile all your weekly bounties or pinnacles into the same slot. That's broken. All right, rant mode off. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. This is Iron Bill. Thank you for watching and signing off.